Hey, my head looks a lot bigger on this video camera, so just look past that. I had just typed up a email or a text message or whatever that I was going to send to y'all about the meeting Sunday, and then it got really long, and I thought nobody's going to read all of this, so I'm just going to read it, tell you what I want real quick, and y'all can go watch the video. When we meet up Sunday at Taco Mama's, I wanted to have kind of a list of something that we were going to go over, some points we need to go over. Because y'all know me, I'll get to drinking a margarita, I'll get to talking, I'll get to laughing and joking and carrying on, and I'll waste most of the time just trying to make people laugh. So I wanted to mention these things to y'all so y'all can go ahead and be giving it some thought over the next couple of days. So when we meet up Sunday, we can get together and you'll already have some ideas in your head instead of having to just sprung on you at the last minute. One thing we need to decide is we need to decide how we want the ad to be set up functionally as far as the picture goes. Do we want to have a group shot? Do we want to have individual headshots on the same ad? Or do we want to try to have individual headshots on individual ads that would change periodically? I think the last option is probably the worst one for a couple of reasons. I can cover that Sunday, but the main thing is expense and so many moving parts. Something could go wrong with it. Do we want on the smart number? We can have a smart number and a QR code. Do we want the smart number to dial all agents at once and whoever answers the call first gets the lead? Do we want it to dial individual agents on different days or different weeks, or how do we want to work that? Do we want the QR code to pull up the phone and dial their phone to dial the smart number? We could have something Brittany mentioned was having the QR code go to a landing page with kind of individual bios of each agent, and then the lead could pick an agent. Do we want the QR code to go to a squeeze page that will capture their email and contact information, telephone number, and then whichever agent had that day or whatever could then reach out and get back in contact with that company? Do we want to do that? If we do a group photo, do we want to, I think this would look nice. Do we want to coordinate our clothing so we all kind of match, make it look aesthetically appealing, make it look professional, nice and neat? Or do we want to just show up and show off all of our individuality? I'm all for individuality, y'all know, but sometimes we might want to, look more like a group. It might just look better. It's the middle of October. Do we want to do our first group photo, kind of a Thanksgiving theme, kind of a happy Thanksgiving from eXp Realty, let me sell your house, something like that? Christmas is coming. We could do a Thanksgiving one, and then as soon as Thanksgiving's over, we can get us a Christmas shot, or we could go ahead and have a Christmas shot done when we do a Thanksgiving shot. And then, as soon as Thanksgiving's over, we can get the company to swap to Christmas. We get one included artwork change per month. So after that, we have to pay extra. That's one of the problems with having individual ads for each agent, because I don't want to spend any more money. Also, once we decide all of that sort of stuff, what do we want our call to action to be on the ad? All this slogan, that tells them to give us a call. How do we want that worded for the call to action? And I know that Brittany and Antoinette both have a couple of friends that are photographers that can help us. That's great. I appreciate y'all doing that for me, or doing that for the group, not for me. Brittany said yesterday, that I was the leader. I'm not the leader. I'm just a guy who got the phone call from the telemarketer and thought of the rest of y'all, but I'm not the leader. This is a confederacy of equals. We're all equal here. We're just in the group trying to help each other out. If anybody else has any information on a good photographer, if you will, you can bring the information with you. How much they charge, what's their availability, how soon would they be able to take the picture, what kind of work have they done in the past. We want to make sure we have a good photographer, whatever. Morgan did my headshots. She's a pretty good photographer, but she's not a professional photographer when it comes to something like, advertising we're paying for. We want to make sure we get a good photographer. But we've already got a couple of leads. Brittany knows one. Antoinette knows one. If anybody else knows of some, hey, bring your information. Let's all look at it. And then when we finally get all the other stuff figured out, we can schedule an appointment to get our pictures taken. Do that. I don't expect y'all to email me or text me with any ideas to any of this right now. But maybe Sunday, y'all can come. You have a couple of days to be thinking about it, rolling around in your head, and we'll talk about it. And y'all don't have to fight. Y'all can all each buy me a margarita. That'll be like 4 or 5 margaritas for me. Y'all don't have to fight over that. I'll drink every one of them y'all buy.